Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here in Bristol. Well, actually that's Keynsham, but the map itself is called Bristol, and that's where we are in Transport Fever 2. Now, I was going to start this game just before the turn of the year, 1889 into 1890, in the hope that we might get some sexy new locomotives and wagons which will deal with situations like this. Overcrowded platforms like we have here at Keynsham. But then I discovered, while I was just sort of rolling the game forward, I spotted this. What's happening at Keynsham? We've got overcrowding on a platform line with just one person. And it occurred to me, because I don't have enough capacity on the line between Keynsham and Bristol Temple Meads, passengers on other lines using the same platform are going to suffer as well, which means that this line here, this little local sort of connecting line, come on, where are you? There you are, is going to suffer. It's going to start losing money if we're not careful, because there simply are no passengers at either end. So there's obviously one very easy quick fix for that, and you can see that right here. Get the branch train to call in at the other platform. So that is what we're going to do. It is sort of running the wrong way round, but yeah, it's the only way we can manage this, I think. So we'll change Keynsham to Terminal 2 and get it running again. You're still not, have you not changed over yet? Are you? Yes, you're on that correct platform. So I'm not quite sure why it's still showing overloaded. Maybe they're taking their time. Possibly because this train, where is it? It's slow. Oh, everything's going on here around Keynsham. Because this train has yet to arrive, it might call in at the old platform first. So who's going to come into the station first? The branch train or the main line? It looks like it's the branch train. Good. And yeah. Are they moving across? Was it just the fact that they are moved across? Excellent. Which also is actually quite a good thing, because as we can see, this Bristol bound platform is very busy, full of people going to Bristol. So not having this train getting in the way means that the mainline train can get through that much more quickly. Yeah, so what have I actually done since the last episode? Not a great deal. I've tidied up a couple of things, and I've actually put a third train on the main line here. I was hoping to wait till we get some really big, powerful, beefy engines and cheap but high capacity wagons to carry the passengers in, but that doesn't happen. So I've just sort of, to make sure I can get as much money as I can from this station, from this line, I have put on a third train, which may well be replaced fairly soon once we turn over into 1890. I have got other plans for what I want to do today, and we'll see those in a moment. But what I'll do is we will roll this forward a little bit, and I will rejoin you at the end of December, and we'll get on with what I have planned for today. So I'll see you very shortly indeed. And so here we are, and we're reaching quite rapidly the end of December 1889. As you can see, the main line is still very, very busy at Keynsham, but at least the local Twerton branch is getting some custom. There are people being able to wait on the platform. I have completed my loan. That's all paid off, and I've got loads of money in the bank. Now this is why I was waiting to see this pop up. Hopefully something interesting coming up here. We've got two new locos. One, that's a ridiculously fast coach. Were they able to travel that fast in the 1800s? Oh, I don't know. What was that road vehicle? Was that a passenger or a cargo? Oh, it's new cargo. Okay. You can carry 5. But you do go that bit faster. That could be handy actually. We do have a number of cargo routes by road which need addressing. so we might fix that. While you were away, I also replaced a significant number of vehicles, which were road vehicles, that is, which are getting very old, 19 years old. They had very bad condition because I am keeping maintenance at normal, so they do deteriorate over time, and that increases their emissions, and that impacts on the town centres. Now, actually, while we're here, before we go on, a couple of things I wanted to do actually. Actually, there's one thing in particular I wanted to do in this episode. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I'm just thinking it might help here. The main issue we've had with this map, ever since day one when I got it horribly wrong to start with, if you remember, I do, it's burnt into my brain, is we have got these towns all very close to each other, and in Transport Fever 2, just like in Transport Fever, the first one, wherever you have two towns very close together, there's an awful amount of traffic that builds up where people want to travel between them. Now, I've been able to alleviate most of that this time round by sensibly organising my routes and putting enough buses and trams on there to keep people travelling in the ways they want to go, and also increasing our rail services around here, which, as you can see, are getting very busy as well. That line will need addressing fairly soon. In fact, all the rail lines do, because they're all doing rather good business. What I was thinking of doing was, in some areas of Bristol, is actually removing the commercial and industrial demands from them. I can do that because I do have the sandbox mode enabled. I don't have no costs running, so everything I do, as we saw earlier, building industry, for example, building industry over here in Wales, I had to pay for that site. So no costs is not an issue, is not a thing for me. I don't do that. I like running the risk of losing money, though, as we've said, I started this game on easy, and unfortunately it actually turns out, if you do it right, quite easy to make a lot of money. So I'm thinking for places like St Paul's, for Cottam, Redcliffe, I think, maybe Brandon Hill as well. We're going to take out the commercial and industrial demands, I think, or at least one of them. I think Redcliffe is pretty much a residential area of Bristol, so what I'll do is I will edit that town and take that down to none and that down to none, and the effect that has on here is that we don't get any bonuses for growth in supplying the commercial demand. So if we compare that to Bristol, for example, there, actually a better one to compare it with would be Shirehampton. Yeah, so we're going to get no growth based on the supply of the industrial and commercial demands in these parts of the town, which is fine. If we allow these people to travel, we should get enough growth from that. And again, it will just avoid any nasty issues with the centre of Bristol just becoming one quagmire of AI traffic. Eastern, I know there is industrial and commercial estates in Eastern. St Paul's, there is something, everywhere has businesses, doesn't it? But I think if we take you out as well, I'll take you, both of you out. No, to none. That's none. There you go. What should we do? Hotwells. Actually, we'll make Hotwells so it's just in dust. No, I'm going to leave Hotwells as it is. Brandon Hill. We could leave you just as commercial. We'll take the industrial out. Cottam. We'll do it the other way around, I think, for Cottam. We will leave the industrial in and take the commercial out. And I think that will do. Yeah, we'll see what difference that makes in a day. Right, so today's plan generally, beyond that just faffing around with the map, is we've turned over into 1890. We're rapidly approaching the 20th century, and I'm thinking we could do some redevelopment here. Bristol Temple Meads will eventually be serving quite a few routes. It's going to be nowhere near as big as it is in real life, but I think I need to prepare the ground now while it's relatively inexpensive to demolish these little buildings, to compulsory purchase of these little properties, which should be a little bit cheaper now, and yeah, move the station around a bit. So let's get on with that, shall we? I'm going to need money, I think. I'm going to do this in pause mode for the moment, so we'll just take out a fairly big loan for the moment and see what we get to. What I'm going to do, we're going to put in at least one more track here, possibly two, so we're going to want to get rid of some of these roads. In fact, if we get rid of all this here, I've got rid of 2 bus stops there, so we're going to have to, yeah, delete that. We'll leave you in there for the moment, I think. And okay, as far as the station goes, actually what I want to do is, can I rebuild this in the proper GWR brown colours? Let's see what I can do. First off, I want to get rid of these steps, and you'll see why in a moment. I also, can I get rid of these fences? These, yes, because they will get in the way, I've discovered. Okay. Well, in fact, what I'll do, let's get rid of the canopies, because the canopies always get in the way for me. You can't see what's behind them, or more accurately, what's below them. So I'm going to stick another track in here. And what this may well do, I think, is service the local line going out to Brandon Hill or Clifton Down. There is obviously, as we've said before, there is a line that actually connects Clifton Down to Bristol Temple Meads. Do I want 2 tracks in there? If I put you in there and then the platform, I can fit you in. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll see how this pans out with regard to, actually what I want there is an empty platform. As others have noticed, having seating and signs and stuff all along a platform length is a little bit unrealistic. It's not how platforms actually look. Well, certainly not in this country anyway. Tracks, you there, you there, you there. We may do more fiddling around with this as we work out what routes we need coming into Temple Meads. Right, so what do I want to do with these platforms? Yes, I am. I'm going to delete them because these were vanilla platforms that I put in when we first built the station. I hope that doesn't take away all my customer demand, all my waiting passengers. So we'll put you in there, and yeah, we'll have an empty one up there, an empty one up there, and I need to get rid of you. Oh, you had the underpass in, didn't you? So we need to get rid of you. Put you back there with the underpass. There it goes. Oh, you don't have any seating. No, I do want seating there. I definitely want seating there. Which one's that? There you go. Yeah, that's all in the correct style. I'm happy with that. Okay, so likewise on the other side. Run down there, put this in. And there you go. Take you out. Take you. Oh, I've deleted a bit of the building. I wasn't expecting to do that. Oops. Oh well. And the underpass. There we go. Oh, we could do with that here as well, actually, couldn't we? Why can't I put... No, I can't. Why is it not letting me drop it there? That's interesting. Okay. So we'll put the platform back in. There's the underpass. Okay. Maybe I did something differently there and I just don't remember it. As you know me, my memory is... Oh, okay. We've got rid of the building entirely. No problem. We'll just have to put it back in again. I suppose we're going to be charged for that, aren't we, as well? Bah. Right, we need a nice, big, impressive building for the front of Bristol Temple Meads. You're going to remove a building. That's fine. Why can I not put... Oh, am I going to have to delete this bit of the road as well? Okay, well, look, we'll come back to you in a moment. What I want to do is put in some big modern canopy. This is a mod again. You can find all these mods in the... Why is it done red now? Oh, that's curious. Why does it do red? How odd. We put you there. Yeah. There and there. Yeah, you'll find all these in the Steam collection, a link for which is in the description below. That looks quite nice, I think. I think that works. We could even have these two sort of smaller canopies within the big one if we wanted to, but we'll not do that. Right, now the reason I got rid of the steps was because if you put steps down here, there is no actual gap in the glass panelling, in the framework, so passengers can get in. So, I mean, it works, but it just looks a bit unsightly. But if you actually put a passenger building in there, it works fine. So we want one of these with brown trim with passenger access. Is that the smallest one we've got? Yeah, because these ones don't give you passenger access. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I had the wrong one clicked. That's why. So we'll take you. And I don't like it being off center there. Or do I? Because ideally I want to... No, we're going to get rid of that bit of road. We are going to have to do that. Sorry, chaps. I mean, it's all for the greater benefit of Bristol, to be honest. The whole of Bristol will benefit from you losing your home. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm configuring the station. So we want a passenger building in there. It's a small brown one. On this side. That's better, isn't it? So if I place you there, it opens up the canopy so people can actually get through to the platform. Excellent, you see? That works very nicely indeed. Oh, I need... Because I'm in pause mode, I don't need to worry about these bus stop locations expiring, but I will want to deal with them, I think, before I forget. So we'll get rid of you as well. Let's get some road in here and get those bus stops and those routes re-enabled. If we put you a nice little bit of straight road there, just a little bit. Okay. And oh yeah, the route actually comes down here, doesn't it? I didn't want... you plank. There you go. Yeah, I didn't really want to... I mean, it works. It just looks horrible, doesn't it? It just does look horrible because this road will want to come out here as well. To there, I think. Or there. Oh, the trouble is that's a small road, isn't it? So what if I upgrade that to a medium street? Okay, most of the buildings will be moved. It's going to cost me $1 million. Am I prepared to do that? No. I'm not. Okay, we don't want that. So if we put that to there, I'd rather it wasn't entirely straight, but okay, there we are, we've done it. And up here. No, that's horrific. I'm not going to put up with that. Okay. And get you down to narrow angle. Don't be silly. There you are, that's better. Yes, I'm not sure a real engineer would actually build it like that, but that works for me. I don't have any services running down this bit of road, so if the town wants to rebuild it, that's fine by me. Right, the issue we've got then is this stretch of road here. Is that going to cost me an arm and a leg to delete, to destroy? It will, unless, of course, I do a little bit of a cheaty thing and put you in there. Don't tell me there's too much slope. It quite clearly is not. And I'm not paying that amount of money for that little bit of road. What about a country road? Is that any cheaper? Honestly. Ooh. Yeah, I'm okay to pay that. Can I pay less? Yeah, that will do. Okay, so I can now delete that bit there and that bit there. Now, can I get this bit of road down? Okay. Without it looking too appalling. Not really. Not really. Let's. I didn't need to do that. Let's get back to curvy road. There are hills in Bristol that do look a little bit like that. So, yeah, not this side of the town, to my knowledge. But, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, and we need our bus stops. I mean, I could put a bus station in there, but, I mean, that would be unrealistic because there is no such bus station around Temple Meads. There we go. So those routes now have their... Yeah, are now back in working order. The exclamation mark is no longer red. Okay, so we need to delete 2 stops will be removed and all those buildings. Well, let's see if I can make that a little bit cheaper. Collision with what? Oh no, that will work. Don't think I need it to be too far away. Ah, if we got these markers for saying preventing the AI from building. Oh, that's a person walking in midair. Walking in the air. You're right, I can't sing. Right, can we put our big impressive entrance to Bristol Temple Meads in here? You are colliding with stuff again. It's that road, isn't it? No, we're going to have to get rid of it. Sorry, chaps. There we go. And let's put this back in. Got to scroll all the way to the end of this list again. There we go. Beautiful. And should we put a little one in as well, just to show willing? Just to make it even more impressive, because it is a very impressive station. I mean, it's not the biggest and grandest and best, I suppose, but it is quite an historic building. Do you want a little building there? Or a slightly bigger one? It's a pity they've all got these little clocks on, but there you go. Yep, that works for me. We need to put our road back in. Oh, we took the whole road out, didn't we? Oops. There you go. Nah. Can I? Not quite. That'll do. Right, and our 2 bus stops. Excellent, and that is still station approach. The result. Okay, I think that looks fabulous. It's not quite how Bristol Temple Meads is designed, but that's a nice improvement. Okay, so we didn't actually spend that much of our loans. So do I have enough left? To spend on new trains. So we've still got loads of people waiting there. Where's Keynsham gone? Loads of people there. Yeah, not so many in Bath. But that's the way of Bath, I'm afraid. I think if we get this line extended out, as it will do to Chippenham, we should be fine. We should see a lot more uptake of our train services if we can connect Bath out to the east there to continue the Great Western Main Line. Right, so these trains here. What are they like? So, how do they work at the moment? They're going 40 capacity, 60 miles an hour, mediocre performance. Okay, what can we replace them with? So you are... you're this one, the 2222 to 222. And you are, yeah, 448. That's reasonable. What's our latest ones look like? Oh, a good deal slower. Oh, a bit faster. And, yeah, significantly more powerful. Okay, let's add you. What about our passenger wagons? This is the new one, 100 miles an hour. Oh, it is indeed small. 4 people. You need 10 of those. So if we added... 10 of those, our performance would be 27 miles an hour in 27 seconds compared to... It's a little bit faster, but no, that just looks wrong to me, I'm afraid. Sorry, we're not doing that. You're slow. You're quite good. 75 miles an hour, though. We don't need that fast. Or is that the only thing we've got? We've got 75 or 60. I think, yeah, I'm going to find that, aren't I? This is the one we're using at the moment, the long express coach. Carries 10 at 60. 8 at 60. You're a little bit lighter, so we might be able to get more on, but I'm not convinced. Okay, I think we're going to look at these ones here, which go 75. I don't need them to be this expensive, so... Ooh, the 6-wheeler. Teak. Oh, they are exactly the same. They're just different liveries. Could go you. Oh, you are a good deal heavier, but then you do carry a lot more people. I'm thinking, yeah, let's go for the six-wheeler for now. See how that does. So if we put 5 of those on, oh, that's quite good. We were at a good power rating until we put the 5th one on. Oh, okay, so that looks 46 miles an hour. Okay, so 68 in 3 minutes. Oh, I think that's a lot better, isn't it? In 92 seconds. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So, can we replace all these trains? For just under 9 million. I didn't want to replace just that one. I wanted to replace all of them. Oh, I'm going to have to do it with all of them, aren't I? Oh, bother. Okay, right. It was you. And the passenger wagons were the little teak ones. No, I can't. I can only replace one of them. Well, why is it not letting me? I'm sure it should let me replace just one if I wanted to. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, okay. Curious. Let's run this on, see what we're looking at. Well, that is the new train that will be running along here with a capacity of 55. That's good. That's a lot better. Right, let's just pack out. I do want to replace the other 2 trains on that line. It's very silly having just the one on there. I don't want that. I want the vehicle manager. I want this main line. And I want you two. Maybe I need to have them selected before I go into the replacement option. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and we had our LSWR, London and Southwest. I'm not sure if that means the southwest of England or just sort of southwest of London a bit. I'm going to take it as the whole of London, the whole of the southwest as well. So this train does not have a locomotive, does it? Oh, I didn't click it, did I? You idiot. Right, let's click that. There we go. No, it still wants to charge me that extortionate amount of money. That is curious. I'm sure I did this before and it let me do it. Where's our next train? There you go. Let's replace you. The one thing I'm clearly missing here at this point now is the old automatic replacement feature we had in Transport Fever 1. I never used it a great deal, but it at least allowed you to set up the type of vehicle or the consist that you would use to replace your vehicles on that line. So you could have that sort of set up ready to go. So in this case I'd have the replacement set up ready. So when I wanted to replace this train, it would actually get it replaced for me. So passenger wagons, that's you. Okay. Yeah, the tick here. I'm sure it didn't used to do that. I'm sure this is a novel problem. So we still have this one slow small train on there. Coming into Keynsham. Does look good, doesn't it? This new station. Excellent. But I just need the money to build up a little bit more, and then we'll deal with that final train on the line. Wherever you are, there you are. Excellent, we're not getting the overcrowded message now at Keynsham. So these trains do earn a small fortune. It is very impressive. Which is why I can afford to do this. See, replacing just the locomotive is expensive enough. And the passenger wagons. Can I do it? I can. Done. Right. And there we are. So hopefully they will take care of that overcrowding on the line. While we wait for this, I could do double tracking this line actually, couldn't I actually? But this is quite a nice shot. Lovely. As we head in the final leg towards Bristol. So that's it. I think we will leave this here. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. It's not a great deal in terms of new routes and stuff, but we've redesigned Bristol Temple Meads, which needed it for future expansion. So hopefully that's ready to go as I expand the services around Bristol to go into that central hub. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this rebuilding little exercise. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. A bit of a like would be lovely. You know, just click up. There's deer. Excellent. And I click on the old thumbs up. You know how that works. Even better though, if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, or even criticisms of what we're doing in the game today, it'd be great to hear from you. Just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be lovely. And then, of course, if you've not already done so, you can subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2, until the next time, bye bye for now.